These are the things that you want to make sure you definitely know before you plan on lowering your truck. I'm going to be sharing with you guys some of the things that I feel like is important that you should keep in mind before you lower your truck. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another video. Got my beautiful 2014 Dodge Ram right here in the back of me, and I'm gonna be sharing with you guys today what I personally think that you should keep in mind if you plan on lowering your truck. If it's one of these trucks, or if you got a truck in general, you plan on lowering it. These are some of the things that I feel like you should know, at least I think. So I'm gonna be sharing with you guys that right now. Come to the front of this truck. I'm gonna show you guys right now. One thing I would say that you gotta keep in mind is before you plan on lowering your truck, you gotta understand, does your vehicle have a four-wheel drive or does it not have a four-wheel drive? I feel like that's important because if you're gonna lower your truck, you can only lower it to like a certain height. You can't go as low if you plan on using a four-wheel drive still, especially if you're in a state where it snows. And then also, you want to keep in mind, the reason why I say you want to lower your vehicle your truck to a certain lowering stance, because, for example, if you're in a state where it snows a lot, and obviously if you're gonna put on some different set of tires and stuff, and then come wintertime you throw on your snow tires, you want to make sure your stock tires still clear. Like you see right now on my truck, these are my stock wheels on here. They still clear, still got plenty of room. I can fit my whole hands. I personally feel like if you lower your truck, if you can't fit 3 of your fingers, like you guys see that right now, or 4 of your fingers, then I feel like it's just like, then you really gonna be real low, and you're gonna have probably your exhaust, stuff like that on the floors crashing and stuff like that if you go over certain speed bumps. So that's my first thing I feel like you got to keep in mind when you plan on lowering your truck. Does your truck have a four-wheel drive or does it not? Or are you plan on using your four-wheel drive when you need it? And then the next thing I want to say is, when you lower your truck, another thing that you want to keep in mind is that your truck not really gonna be like everything on your truck. Yes, some of the stock stuff, it is still gonna work with what you have, but as time go on, you definitely don't want to keep all your stock stuff, like the springs. I mean, not the springs, but like the sway bar link, upper control arm, lower control arm, stuff like that. I feel like you definitely got to upgrade those, because especially now that you lower a truck, it's not going to be really compatible as with the OEM stuff on there, like with the lowering springs. It's still going to drive, but it's not going to drive the best. That's why I personally feel like, me right now, I got this truck lower. This truck still need a bunch of things, which I'm planning on lowering. I'm planning on ordering like pretty much like a whole one-piece set for the front, sway bar link, all of that stuff, upper control arm, to be able to upgrade that, because the truck gonna ride right, but it's gonna be feeling like kind of like a bunny hop and stuff like that. And then I forgot what it's called, but it's not gonna drive as good as you would want it to. So that's why it's always important that when you lower your truck, you gotta upgrade a bunch of things. Even the I forgot what this called, but if you guys take a look right here, that right there, I forgot the name of it. If you know, go ahead, leave a comment. That also I have to change. I don't have to yet, but I feel like all of these little things on here needs to be changed, because when you lower a truck, it drives like it's a very bumpy ride. For me right now, it's a very bumpy ride. I feel like the springs still do gotta settle a little bit more, but the ride gets very bumpy, and you don't want to have, a shitty bumpy ride where it's like your handle and all that stuff is all effed up. But that's just the second thing I feel like you definitely got to keep in mind. Like, you definitely would need to upgrade upper control arm, lower control arm. It's a bunch of parts on here I probably still didn't name that you would need to upgrade. And then the back side, come to the back, show you guys on this side. I personally feel like you gotta definitely, this one depends though. If you plan on doing like a definitely depends though. I feel like if you're gonna lower your truck to just drive it, I wouldn't really say you gotta upgrade a lot of things, but you do gotta upgrade most of it. But now with my truck right now, this truck, I got this truck just to drive. It's my daily driver now, but I'm slowly trying to turn it into a truck that I can be able to take to the track where be able to obviously run some laps and stuff like that, to where if I have some on here like stock stuff, not really gonna be able to do that. If I try doing that right now, not right now, but if I put couple power, like this truck start making at least couple amount of power, like the bunch of stock stuff I have on here now, definitely gonna probably break, or I'm gonna have some kind of issue. That's why, that's another thing to keep in mind. If you lower your truck, are you gonna use it just to drive, or are you gonna use it as a drag truck and a street truck? Then if you're gonna use it as both, I would definitely say you gotta upgrade a lot of shit. It's a lot of stuff that comes with it. But me personally, I'm not here to try to scare you, or, you know, these are some of the things I just personally, it's my first time ever lowering a truck. I just feel like I just want to be able to share these stuff with you. If you plan on doing the same thing, yes, you can do it. I'm not gonna say it's a bad decision, but I'm just saying that some people don't want to, when some people lower their car, truck, they feel like they don't want to upgrade a lot of things. But I feel like it's necessary if you want to have the best driving truck. I mean, want your truck to drive the best, because that's a goal. You know, you want to be in a truck where it's going to be driving fine, no crazy bumpy rides and stuff like that. You don't want to have anything breaking on you. But these are just things to keep in mind. You know, obviously at the end of the day, it's your decision, but I'm just sharing this with you guys because I personally, I'm still learning with, you know, stuff like this. Never lower a truck before. Car, yes. Truck, no. Same thing with me. When I lifted up my truck, my truck I had before, I never knew there were so much things that come into play with it that you got to look out for. So this is why I'm making this video for people like you, or, you know, you never did something like this before, just to keep in mind, it's not the bad decision. It's a great decision to lower your truck. I'd rather lower my truck to a certain amount of height. And one thing I'll say to keep in mind, if you slam in your truck, just know you're going to have a whole shit ton of things that probably going to drag, break, and stuff like that. You don't want that. So, but your vehicle, at the end of the day, you can do whatever you want. I'm just here to keep it real with you guys. If you're here for your first time on the channel, go ahead, give this video a thumbs up, leave a thought down below, and definitely help your boy out. Subscribe to the channel. My goal is to hit 10K, so support the channel if you're a Mopar fan too. And if you love this beautiful truck I have, go ahead, man. Support the channel. I definitely appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.